This is just to give you a rough idea of the width of my palm. This is the Gas Monkey Garage work knife. Got this for $10 at the Survival Store. There's some stats on it. So it says one hand open, one hand closed, which is true. Ambidextrous blade opening hole, which is not really true, and I'll show you. So here's the knife, and overall I really do like this knife. I've been using it for about a week now. It does have the deep carry clip, but as you can see, it's set so low that it's not really deep carry. And it's only mountable on one side. Keep in mind this is a $10 knife, so you can open it. It's not the easiest thing to open one-handed. I really love that blade shape. It reminds me of the Ka-Bar Dozier Hunter blade shape, at least on the front. It is really slicey. I've used it several times already. Carve out some wood for a gate that was not working. It's a long story. And your standard desktop cutting that I've been doing. And have I sharpened it yet? I do not think I've sharpened it yet. So it's maintained its edge pretty well. I do like the design. It feels good. It has a bigger handle than it does blade. The only thing that kind of gets to me, which not the end of the world, it is tip up carry. I was getting off track there. So the only thing that really gets to me, which I didn't notice when I bought it, you see that right there? That is your blade. Now, if I put my finger here, it's not going to cut me. In order for it to cut me, I would have to be jamming my thumb in, like purposely. So this is not going to cut you. The only other thing, though, is if you put this in your pocket with like keys, and those keys hit the edge of that blade, well, there you go. You might damage your blade a little bit. I don't know why it's exposed. I don't know if that's supposed to be an aesthetic, but again, keep in mind, $10. This is I really like this. I like cutting with this knife, though. That's the most important thing. I really like the opening, no blade play, side to side or up and down. I am not sure about if I have to adjust the pivot, because those just look like... I just got a messenger call, so I don't know where I stopped on the last video, and I could watch it, but I don't want to. So anyway, yeah, that's the only thing, is the exposure of the edge. Otherwise, I really like this knife. So I do foresee myself carrying this and using it, probably carrying it in the fifth pocket, and definitely will be using it at the desk. I haven't used it all day yet at work, so I will be trying that. I think it's just called the work knife now that I think about it. But there you go. Let's see what we can find out. Oh, Knife Center sells it. That's interesting. Wow, $5. I think it's a great knife for $5. I got it for $10. Oh, I didn't show you about the ambidextrous. I'll show you here in a second. Yeah, the coating on the blade hasn't come off or anything. So yeah, about the ambidextrous, you can open it like that, relatively easy. Look at that. Dude. Dude. No. That is not ambidextrous. Look at that. It basically has a guard on it. Yeah, so that's the only thing. Well, that's the two things. So it's not ambidextrous, and exposure of the blade. Not so much for safety, but for damage to the blade. I didn't even show the centering. It is centered. This is why I don't review knives. Has a very good lockup on the frame lock. Relatively easy to close one-handed if you're a right-hander. It almost looks like it has a little bit of a recurve. Interesting.